Thank you for tuning in to Three Minds, One Mic. It's the regular folk talk show podcast, where we talk with regular folks about their opinions and perspectives on life and current events. With me always is Anthony and Radu, and we're glad that you tuned in. Check it out later and see how it goes. Yeah, it's all new to me, dude. I mean, I just done the editing and stuff, and even then I'm still trying to figure out.
Just experimenting cool. Still.
Right. But it's cool because it enhances the audio. And so if I ever can get on a podcast format and separate the audio, it's going to sound great. You know what I mean? It sounds like a studio kind of style. So I don't know. It's pretty cool. That Opus clips that I was looking into, I think they just do video clips. I'm not sure if they do a whole thing like this. And that's only, $15 a month, $174 a year. But this one, you can do a lot. And it seems very user-friendly. And it's not as big. And it's a cloud platform, so I don't have to download. I download the app on my phone. I haven't really figured out there's not a whole lot I could do on there. But, so, I don't know.
Yeah. Seems cool, just experimenting. Mario was talking about if you did audio only. I was like, no, just the video format right now.
I could break it up.
I think if you could, you should start doing audio.
I don't even know how to, where do I put that on?
How do you upload it?
Yeah.
Or what platforms?
All of them.
You have to claim your ownership once it's live.
How do you do that?
Making the account with it gives you a way to do it.
And you got to create an account with each platform?
I think so, or just a creator account, yeah.
Do DistroKid or per platform?
You won't use DistroKid, I think. But to the other platforms, to Spotify, you'll have a creator account, and to YouTube, you'll have a creator account. Which DistroKid for us made us a YouTube channel, kind of. Made us those things. So who knows? I might do it for you too on the whatever podcast host you pick. Just look into it, maybe a little.
Does that cost any money?
Probably. Usually does.
Does it cost you any money?
Yeah, we paid for DistroKid as a subscription service. We have 2 artist accounts that has we can upload lyrics. We can go to any service. I mean, so there's subscriptions, of course, as it is with anything.
Oh, okay.
I forget how much it was though. 30 or something, 30, 40 maybe.
And that puts you on all the platforms.
Put you on all the platforms. You can release as much music as you want, whenever you want.
That's pretty sick, actually. Huh. Yeah. Okay. And I wonder, I guess I'd have to look into it. But I wonder if they get, if you ever start monetizing, if they get, a certain percentage, or do you just pay that subscription fee?
I think it's your subscription fee. And then you just get, they have some where it's 100% royalties guaranteed. I think DistroKid is one of them, where they give you all the royalties to your music, because it's not fucking much, usually. But
right. So but they make their money on the subscription service. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard Costco is building fucking apartments in LA.
Oh yeah, I told you that a year ago. I feel like.
Did you?
I remember when Mario was telling me about that.
Above the store.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think they're even low income.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's like, we gotta buy Costco stock.
Yeah, no shit. Dude, I just watched Idiocracy recently. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, I think I watched it. I watched it in New York, and when I went in November.
Yeah, it was the main store. It was Costco.
Yeah, and it's freaking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
there's a train.
Be all high.
There's a Costco subway.
Carl's Jr. they had.
The version of Gatorade version of
Oh, Mondo,
Gatorade that replaced it.
Brondo, Brondo.
Brondo, yeah.
It's got electrolytes.
It's got electrolytes, yeah,
Electrolytes what plants need.
to grow, right? Yeah.
That was funny, dude, but scarily scary. Like, oh,
That
cool.
that meme I sent you where it's like you are here and it's like a diagram, Venn diagram of
Yeah. Was it
freaking Idiocracy, Terminator, and
iRobot or some shit? Or
no,
I Am Legend? Damn
no, I forgot.
it. But yeah, you're like all three of them.
You're mixing it. Matrix.
Right. There you go. No shit, dude.
Matrix. I already forgot the other two.
What's going on with you?
Not much. Have to go work later, which sucks.
Yeah, 5 to 9, a 4-hour shift.
Yeah, closing on a Friday and then close on a Saturday, open on a Sunday,
That does suck.
all day Monday and Tuesday.
At least you got your days off in a row. That's something.
Yeah, they go by though, because I've been staying up late too. I'm playing a lot of video games. I've been playing this game called Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk? Is that an
Yeah,
old game?
it's a book, I
Ah,
believe.
okay.
Cyberpunk 2077 is what the game's called. And yeah, it's like exactly what it is. It's the future, and everybody's got like cyberware in their bodies installed, and it's like very like um, where it could be. Like a lot of things are very realistic.
I wonder when that's coming. Body modifications. Tech
I
body
bet, you,
modifications.
yeah, I bet you by like 2050, 40,
Think so? Think they're working on that stuff now?
for sure.
Crazy, dude. Did you ever
It
see
would be
Johnny
crazy.
Mnemonic?
Mm-mm.
We watched that a long time ago with Keanu Reeves.
It's funny you say that. Keanu Reeves plays a main character in the game.
In the game he does?
In the game, yeah.
In Cyberpunk?
Yeah, he plays Johnny Silverhand.
Is he in the movie? Oh, it was a book. Let me see, I wonder if that was a movie. Or if it's based off Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic, that's interesting. What is
Yeah,
that
look it
about?
up real quick. Hold on, what is Cyberpunk? I forgot I was
No,
looking
it's
up.
2077 Keanu Reeves. That's
26
funny.
open,
Johnny Mnemonic is a 1995 cyberpunk action thriller set in a dystopian
okay.
2021.
Yep.
Why is this oddly similar?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, this is actually exactly the same. Assassins, corporate agents. It's about like a lot of the corporate control and stuff. Mega cores, body enhancements, VR.
Yeah, and
Very similar.
he had like a hard drive in his brain,
Yeah.
and so he would download information and smuggle it.
That's how they all do, yeah. Like whenever you go somewhere you plug in your freaking chips or whatever.
Oh, okay. Cyberpunk is just the genre.
Yeah, that's what the
So like
genre
you,
is, yeah.
what's that other one? There's another one that's Blade Runner is a big one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I knew it sounded familiar.
The game.
So that's pretty cool. It sounds fun. I mean, the movie was cool. So yeah, it'd be kind of cool to play it.
Well, it's similar. It's not the same thing, but it's
Right.
similar, yeah. Yeah, it's super cool. Good story. Multiple endings. Like it's very almost like choose your own adventure. Like butterfly effect. Or if you make one decision in one mission, it shows up. Down the line or whatever. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
cool storytelling and stuff like that.
You just started playing it.
Yeah, it's been out for a little bit. It had a lot of bugs when it dropped, but it's on the Game Pass now, Xbox Game
Oh,
Pass,
nice.
so it's free. So I was like, I'm gonna play it.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Ben and Mario like it a lot, so I was like, all right, see what it's about.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. I already have like 21 hours on it. I've been playing it for like a week.
Jeez, dude. It's your
Yeah,
second job.
almost. Yeah.
That's cool though. Probably stopping you from getting your license like that.
Yeah, it really is.
Sorry. I had to give you shit about that. You got mail, by the way. You've had mail here for a while.
Liberty
Liberty
bibbity.
bibbity. Huh?
Liberty bibbity.
You said it. Oh, that damn
Yeah.
commercials. They
I
got
know,
us,
right?
man. Now they got that stupid avocados from Mexico. You seen that
I think
one?
I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's two plumbers at the door. We busted the water main. Lady's like, did you just sing that in the avocados from Mexico theme? Like, yeah, everything's better with avocados, you know, blah, blah, blah.
That's fine. Yeah.
So she ate some guacamole and she's like, oh, it kind of reminds me of Vegas. The plumber's like, ta-da.
It's
So
funny.
cheesy, dude.
The heck?
Like, we got commercials on everything. You pay for a service. You know how much that bugs me? It's like
There's
you pay
a-
for a service so you didn't have commercials.
Yeah. No, yeah, and since they phased TV out successfully, and now everybody is on the streamings, they're like, all right, well now, welcome to the ads again. We got to make our money.
Exactly.
The subscription money isn't enough. They rake in millions and millions with the subscription money, but they need
That's not enough,
that.
right?
It's not enough. They need the advertisement money also, which they also rake in millions from.
I mean, business-wise, it's great, but yeah, on our end, it's fucking bullshit.
Well, think about
How's
it.
that?
Netflix. Go ahead.
That was that whole net neutrality thing they were arguing about, like arguing against it. Like, don't do that because then
Yeah.
this is exactly what happens. You pay for every fucking thing you want to watch. And Netflix, what'd you say? You're going to say they're about to raise their prices?
Well, they just did, or they're going to. But think about it. They have over 300 million subscribers. Do that times 30, times 20.
Oh,
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
That's a shit ton of money. That's off subscriptions alone.
And they don't want you to share it, which is bullshit too.
They don't
Yeah,
allow you
that's true.
to. Yeah, no, they don't. I can't use the Netflix. I can't use yours
I thought it worked. You logged in and it worked.
because I was traveling, but that goes away and it picks up.
Oh.
It knows.
Bastard.
Shout out to HBO though, because it works.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's cool having it back, but it's weird watching Game of Thrones with commercials.
Yeah.
Especially
Yep.
because they do that shit on purpose because they want you to pay for the non-commercial one. You know what I mean? They want
Yeah.
that extra $5-10,
Oh yeah, it adds up.
and so they'll fucking place the commercials right at like a high emotional scene or something. You know what I mean? It's like, motherfucker.
Just like TV was. I've seen posts that like they simulate their ad times to be like commercials for in TV.
Right? Oh, then
So-
there you go.
So
So
like
it's no
during
different.
obvious.
Now we're paying.
Exactly. You're paying individually a subscription for whatever, $17 here for Netflix, $20 for whatever. So it's like altogether you're paying. How much would you pay for cable per month?
Before everything split, it's still about $300, but that was including the internet, like the Wi-Fi. So
What
I
if
think
it was
cable
just
alone was
cable?
just like 180, I think, or 150 just for the cable, all the channels, all the music. But that was
And-
before streaming.
And they came with some subscription services also, right?
That was later, but yeah, you pay for it. Like I'm paying for my Netflix through Xfinity right now, and my Xfinity bill is like $163. But that's my TV. I have a stream box, my Wi-Fi, and then
The Netflix.
the Netflix.
Yeah, should
But
add
it's
up.
lowered down a lot. Yeah, it does. So but yeah, so you take away the savings. I was paying over 300, almost 400, like 350 before when I had everything through Xfinity. So now I'm down to like 160 on them, but paying an extra $20 here for this, an extra $20 for that. You know what I mean? So it's still cheaper.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it comes down to. But yeah, like that's Costco's thing, dude. They lose a lot of money on their product. They don't really upsell their product that much. That's why they keep their hot dogs at $1.50 or whatever, and
Right,
because they make
their subscription.
billions, yeah, on the subscription. But then they use that money
Yeah.
in the company and make it better and bigger.
I've
You know,
heard they have the lowest prices, like,
right?
if like inflation adjusted across like all, mass stores or whatever. Like, I think Whole Foods is one of the most expensive.
Is it? Wow.
I think I saw like, chains and stuff, like big big grocery stores that are everywhere.
Maybe we should switch over and see. Because I remember, like back in the day, like fucking 20 years ago, literally. I think I had both Costco and Sam's because I got a discount from my work on Costco, and I already had Sam's.
Yeah.
So we tried both, and the price comparison, even the same stuff, it was always those like three big meats, you know what I mean, that I would get, and it was about a $20 difference between Costco and Sam's Club. I wonder if that's still the case.
I bet she still is.
Who was I talking to yesterday? Oh, I was talking to my physical therapist, Linda, and we were talking about like very little bit about the stuff going on, and I let her know how the food companies, run by the cigarette companies from back in the day. And so that's why
Mm.
our food has become more addictive and more processed and more whatever. And then also about how, I like how they adjust. Because she asked me, she's like, what do you think of RFK? I was like, I like his ideas, and but he's a politician. So, I
Yep.
mean, you know what I mean? It's
They
what he
fell
says
for
is
it.
different. Yeah, what he says
Yeah.
is different. So I did like his ideas, but they did change the food pyramid, I told them, which was, I think, pretty cool. However, now that they have protein at the top of the list and they're doing all the lab grown meat,
Well, sure, there's that, agenda, but I think more than anything, that was like a fucking, like, to placate. Like,
oh,
here I did
absolutely.
something. Here I did something. Look at this food pyramid that all your kids will see in their schools, and
Right.
all that bullshit.
That's all it is.
But
Yeah,
so
because
far, like, they haven't done anything with making America healthy again. The freaking Maha or whatever.
nope,
Um,
just that and getting the food dyes out in 3 years. Like by 2027, they can't use
yeah,
the red
apparently.
food dye and one other thing. And then the glyphosate shit, dude,
Yep.
what the hell? I knew that before you sent that thing, but yeah, dude, even like just ridiculous reading it
Just
again.
hidden sugars and everything.
Yeah.
Dextrose, look out for. Yeah.
Well, no, that glyphosate and how it's for national security and nobody can
Oh
be
yeah.
sued over it. That's the shit that RFK just helped sue Monsanto for.
Hmm.
And now he's the one saying, oh, we need it for our national security. Like, dude,
Yeah.
that's what, yeah, it trips me out, dude. It's just so blatant. Like, yeah, the masks are coming off and nobody cares because it's Trump. He's already bad anyway. And anybody
Yeah.
associated with him is bad anyway. So, no different. You know what I mean? That's just Trump. But it's like our entire, yeah,
Well, it's everybody. I don't know. Hopefully, most people will realize that after this, that voting doesn't even matter. That their agenda is going to get pushed.
well,
You
yeah,
can vote
especially
for.
since the Democrats just shut down the voter ID amendment. They just shut that down. That ain't happening. They don't want they don't want you to have to show your ID to vote.
I mean, typical. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why hopefully both sides realize it doesn't fucking matter. Because,
Right.
like,
The
it's
same
just the
agenda
same
is getting
shit.
pushed.
Yeah, it's the same stuff. They're like funded by the same people, or being blackmailed by the same people, or are scared of the same people, or there's some that have been killed by those same people. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally anybody in government fall under those. Anybody. You don't just get to those positions.
The higher up positions, yeah, because there's
Yeah.
lower ones that want to try and do stuff, and either they end up just not being heard or they disappear
Or exactly, they fall under one of those. That's what
or they
happens. Either
fall in line. Yeah,
they're probably fearing that group of people, so they don't
right.
do shit. Maybe they're being blackmailed, or maybe they've been offered to be paid off. Whatever X, Y, and Z happens to like the. I'm sure there are people that get into it and they're like, I'm going to make a change and this is going to be good, and then they see the
Absolutely.
demon of the system, and they see that, and it just starts eating them alive, and they're like, well, shit, this is a lot. Not only harder, but scarier than I thought it was going to be. And I don't know if I can
Right.
do this. I don't know if I should do this. And then, yeah, so again, you fall into those categories of like, you're probably fearing that group of
Right.
people that is dominating, that is the oligarchy.
Yeah, they're the ones to fear. If you're going to be, but that's the way society is, right? If you want to function in society, you got to play the rules. If you don't play the rules, you get sent to the principal's office. You get sent to
What
the boss's
society though?
office. You get fired. You know what I mean? Like society
I
that's dependent on
guess.
everything our government gives us. You know what I mean? Everything like our roads, our hospitals, our schools, everything that's declining. You see what I'm saying? Like our school system's declining, our healthcare is declining,
Yeah.
all our systems that have been socialized that are here that have been helping us are all declining and showing that they don't work in an effort to push everything to be privatized or well actually yeah, to be privatized. They're private I
Right.
mean, yeah. You know they're gonna go through everybody's objecting to the PNM and Texas the Texas New Mexico power thing being bought by
Yeah.
BlackRock. Nobody likes it. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody's being, they're speaking up and being vocal there at the meetings. It's still
Mm-hmm.
going to happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Money
matter what we want.
talks, not the people. That's yeah, no, exactly. That's where we're heading towards is mega corporations that own everything, which we're already halfway there. You know, there's
Right,
companies like BlackRock that own entire aisles of grocery stores. You know what I mean? That you think you have a choice when you're picking out what type of
right.
hair conditioner I should use because which one's higher quality. They're all made by the same fucking company. You're all feeding the same fire. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's true. I don't know if
I
that's
don't know.
ever changed because even like when they ruled against monopolies back in like, what's his name? The Standard Oil and Fuel guy.
Rockefeller,
Was Rockefeller the gas guy? Or was he the, he was. He was
Carnegie,
the,
Carnegie did
no,
rails.
Carnegie was the rail guy. So yeah, Rockefeller was the, so he got to split up and we got like 15 different gas places after that. But was it? What if it was just him opening up a bunch of different LLCs, a bunch of different bits, a bunch of different names, and they're still all under one company, but now they're different companies because you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that's
that
how they do
eventually
it.
merged.
Or it didn't merge, but it's still funneling into the same. It's still funneling to Rockefeller,
Yeah.
regardless of the company, whether it's Shell, Mobil, Phillips 66. You know what I mean? It's all funneling back to Rockefeller.
Hmm.
I wonder if that's what happened because that's what we see now. You see the corporation, you see the holding company, you see the hedge fund, and you see all these small LLCs that buy shit up, but it's all under the same.
Usually that goes to like venture capitalists or like funds. You'll see reoccurring names that fund the same thing. So that's where you'll see like it's not necessarily that these companies are from being formed straight directly from the source, but they are being funded from the source. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
That's kind of the same thing, right? Because whoever funds it has the control.
It depends how much you control. But so say whatever you're so like take that Palmer Luckey dude for example. The dude who whenever he was 19 he made Oculus, sold Oculus for $1 billion to Meta, and now he has a company called Anduril, which is a defense company, and he's making automated fighter jets, future weapons
Wow,
essentially.
that's a big jump.
Um, over year, yeah, literally, yeah, it's huge jump. But ever since he was young and 19, he was funded by those teal types. I think
Right.
it's called. I forget what the exact fund is called. Central Fund. I think 1819 is one of them. There's a couple funds out there where they all have their fingers in, and the PayPal Mafia or
Right.
Silicon Valley guys.
The hedge funds.
The hedge funds are different. It's a venture capitalist fund. They
Oh.
they give money in exchange for equity, or yeah.
Oh, okay.
Venture
Oh,
hedge funds usually have to do with trading
oh do they?
stocks and stuff, or commodities and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wrong too then.
I think so. But so yeah, so like that's where you'll see politicians that are funded by these venture capitalist funds. You'll see companies that are funded by them.
Which is
Um,
BlackRock, right? They're one of those venture capitalist funds.
they are like
Or
one of the biggest asset
try the
holders.
finance, yeah, financiers.
Let's look up direct. What
Yeah,
is look like an idiot? What is BlackRock? Yeah, multinational investment company,
yeah.
founded in 1988, with 12.5 trillion in assets currently.
Jeez Louise, man. How much does Soros got? Doesn't he have something like that too?
So, I don't think so. No,
Thought he had a, maybe there. I don't know. There's something else done with him,
he's
like
got
charities or
his
something.
own. Yeah, philanthropist. They say. Um, but anyways, where was I going with that?
They're
That's where you'll see the control is the funding is more
right.
like it can be a regular dude maybe that starts out honest. Maybe Palmer Luckey was honest and he's like this video game, this VR shit's cool. I want to make it. He makes it, gets involved with them thinking who knows what he was thinking. Either he found out right away that all right, this is the system, welcome to it, or he's like, hey man, just take some more money. We're really interested in what you're doing. Um, and we hope everything works out. Here's a bunch of money, and then he,
Right.
makes
It could
it,
be, or
sells
they
it.
could have. Go ahead.
Good.
Sorry.
Oh no, good.
Or they could have like celebrated the purchase of the VR. What is it called?
The Oculus.
Yeah. Celebrated that. Went out and partied somewhere on a yacht and got some compromising pictures. You know what I mean? Or put them in
Yeah,
some compromising situations. And it's like,
could
well,
be. Yeah,
look, you're going to use your mind and your abilities to make this for us now. We'll pay you handsomely, but don't forget, if you don't do it,
could be. Yeah, could be. I wouldn't doubt it.
that's
Who knows?
what's
Good.
that's like the dude from can't remember his name. The dude from Rogue One. I was forced to build the Death Star,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
but he was still a good guy and threat. Where made a
He
yeah,
seems pretty. He seems like he enjoys building defense weapons. Seems to know a lot about the history of it and his, like a
yeah,
history of World War II and how we used to manufacture, and we were a manufacturing powerhouse, and you know, uh, factories that built cars were also building freaking, military
weapons.
weapons and stuff, and how we've lost that, and that's what they're doing in China. They're doing all in-house manufacturing. That's why they can pump out so much shit, and they have such high quantities of their stuff. It's because they just do it all from there.
Right. Yeah, and then also outsource it to us. We buy it, not outsource it, but sell it
I
to
don't think
us.
we buy it.
We don't buy goods from China as much.
We like goods maybe, not military weapons.
Oh, well,
That's what I was talking
uh,
more
not
specifically about.
weapons. No, not weapons.
Not from them, hell
They
no.
buy ours.
Yeah, no, everybody
They
buys ours.
steal
Yeah,
ours. Yeah, because they've actually stolen some ideas like aircraft carriers and stuff. They had gotten plans for them and modified them, built their own based off of our technology.
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
So they've done a lot of that.
And keep in mind, our military tech from the 80s and 90s is still very relevant to this day, and still even like stronger than what a lot of these countries have. So,
And what we know about, yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Because you
I don't
hear
know
those little
how.
blurbs, like Venezuela when they came in, they were using weapons we'd never seen before. You know what I mean? And you like, you hear that, and that's it. It's not
Oh,
like a big old story. It doesn't run every day like the damage and the destruction of Venezuela and the takeover, and now this other distraction. But yeah, it's like they're using weapons that we've never seen that we don't even know how to defend ourselves from. They were
wait, what do
saying,
you mean, Venezuela?
yeah, like power, like energy
No,
weapons and shit like
we
that.
were using them.
Yeah, we were using them against Venezuela, and
Yeah,
Venezuela was telling us they were using weapons we've never seen.
yeah,
So like, yeah, the shit we've got back in, the shit we're finding out now probably came back out in the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like they've had it for years.
probably, probably, yeah. That hypersonic, it was like the
Dude,
shooting
yeah.
sound waves or something, frequencies to fuck with them. Yeah,
It's nuts.
not hypersonic. Hypersonic means stupid fast, like the
Right.
missiles.
Hypersonic missiles, those are crazy.
Those are insane. Bullet speed, but a missile.
Dude, that is nuts.
Yeah.
How do you stop that? You know what I mean?
I don't know. You better have
Especially
some
short
good.
range.
Better have some good air defense.
Even then,
Which I've seen videos of
hella
some of
tracking.
our. Yeah, I've seen some videos of our air defenses, and they're like really huge and clunky and like hard to fucking move around and costs so much. Like I think Iran was using $50,000 drones that were giving us a hard time and blew up some oil fields and whatever the GCC,
Right.
wherever I think it was. And yeah, our freaking
Because
air
they had so many of them,
defenses.
or what do you mean? Like they're giving us a hard
Well, they
time?
have so many of them because they're $50,000. They can kind of just suicide them and
Oh, right. They're cheap on
kamikaze
them.
them cheap on them. We're spending, and then us trying to shoot them out of the air is shooting like almost $1 million per freaking anti missile.
Right.
So we're losing, and we're missing a couple. So it's probably like takes maybe $5 million to get one of those $50,000 drones down.
But to them, yeah, it's no big deal. I wonder where they're getting their funding from.
Iran,
And their weapons, yeah. Soviet. Soviet, probably Russia.
they're they're
And China
pretty
now.
they're pretty established
Yeah, but
as
they
a
have to
country.
get their shit from somewhere. You know what I mean? They don't have huge manufacturing capabilities.
I'm
So
sure
I
probably
guarantee they're
from
definitely
China
buying from somebody.
and probably Russia too. Yeah, you're right.
Not saying they don't have their own stuff, but
Yeah. Well, apparently they don't have a Navy and Air Force. I don't know how true that is. That's what Trump keeps on saying. He's like, they don't have a Navy
well,
and
why
Air
would
Force.
they?
Like we're flying over Tehran like as much as we want. We're always watching them.
Air Force, I believe. I mean, Navy, I believe, because they're not near any water.
Well, how are they protecting the Strait of Hormuz then?
How are they what? Oh, they're
How are
straight.
they how are they protecting it?
Are
Because
they off the
they
straight?
shot down one of the boats that tried to get through. You saw that, right?
Do what?
Iran shooting down an oil tanker that tried to go through the strait.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is on the coast. Yeah, yeah. I guess it should have a Navy. It's got that Gulf. That's all it has. And then the Strait. See, how does that work? Wait a minute.
So that corner to the left of the Strait of Hormuz is where a lot of the oil comes out. About 70 to 80% of the
Oh, it
oil
comes out of there. Oh, okay.
from the Middle East, UAE and stuff.
So right there in the Gulf, I don't know if you can
Yep.
see it. All the tankers are just sitting there and waiting.
Essentially, yeah. By Qatar, yeah. Qatar has is one of the biggest natural gas exports.
Yeah, but I thought, like with the boom we're having here in New Mexico and Texas, I mean, they were saying in his first presidency that we had enough to be reliant on ourselves, to be self-reliant on energy, because we were.
Oil?
And then Biden came along and stopped a lot of the shit, but then didn't he? Yeah, oil and even natural gas. Like, dude, we're sitting on huge natural gas here in southern New Mexico.
I bet you we want to have our own shit as reserves and take as much as we can, or maybe buy as much as we can
Well, yeah,
within
but
our
in
margins,
times
within our
like this, we
means.
should, they should tap into the reserves for the people instead of jacking up our prices for a war they started. You know what I mean?
That's what they want to do. They want to jack the prices up.
I
They're
don't know.
inside trading on the price of oil.
That's right. Yeah, and creating the market.
Exactly. And manipulating the fuck out of it. And that's what they're doing it for. That's how they're making a lot of their money is by market manipulation. There's some money made there. Obviously, getting actual resources if you can actually seize oil like we did from Venezuela and start production and shit. That does long term look good, but it's like in the short term, yeah, it fucks up the price of the barrel. Everybody else has to pay, and they already know that's gonna happen. They're ready for it.
All right.
Same with the stock market. They're ready for that shit to crash like it
All right.
has been for the past fucking year to date.
Mad Max shit on the way.
Cyberpunk shit.
Hmm?
Cyberpunk shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Cyberpunk is the reality if everybody takes the mark of the beast.
Well, beginning to think the mark of the beast is the tech. Is the technology,
Yeah.
like beyond what we have now, the marrying to it, of it, if you
Yep.
will.
Absolutely.
I don't
Joining
know
it with
how
our
we're all not.
bodies.
I don't know how we're not slowly doing that already. Like we're all
Well,
digital. You know what I mean?
th-
We
think
all have a
about it.
digital
Everything
presence.
everything is okay, so our data is being stored, right? So they're
Right.
probably maybe building up a cloud of information based on everybody, right? That they'll be able to tap into, and the surveillance state will also help them be able to kind of surveil more, see people more, see their actions more,
Right.
monitor
Understand
behavior.
behavior better. Find the
Yeah,
patterns.
and then whenever they start rolling that shit out, they'll know how to cater to each and every one of us for the purpose. Maybe this is like speculation,
All
but
right.
like who knows? Maybe for you, they'll cater specifically like, hey, get this new cyberware. It'll help you. It'll help your heart be brand new.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean? It'll be as if you never smoked all your life. You have a
See, and
fresh heart.
I'm thinking more along the line of you need to like the old what is it called? The carbon footprint thing. You get carbon credits. You know what I mean? Like you can't. You've already used your credits this week for meat, so you can't buy any more until next week.
That'd
You know
be
what I mean? That's
very
the way I'm looking at it now. Like, and if you become part of these smart, I don't know why I keep calling them smart cities because I understand what the smart city is, but to me, in my mind, I'm picturing like the smart city is where we're heading. Get everybody who follows the rules, everybody who's obedient, everybody who does what they're supposed to, put them all in the smart cities, and everybody else is just outcast. You know what I mean? Like Mad Max style, like Twisted Metal, like any dystopian
probably.
movie we've ever seen, where the
Yeah.
people, not even the rich, but people that are obedient and follow the rules and pay into the, shit we
Play
do
the
normally
game.
now.
Play
Right.
the game exactly. And yeah, and this, going back to the cyberpunk, there's three different character types, right? They have the Night City kid, which is like whatever, you're kind of in the system, you're embedded in the system. There's one called the nomad, where you're a nomad, you're bouncing around and not in the city, stuff like that. And then there's
Right.
the corpo one where you're like an heir of a mega corporation or whatever. Basically, yeah, just that's how every dystopian book, every depiction of a dystopia is like. Okay, we're gonna have this tech in our bodies that we're gonna have limited resources that we maybe have a social credit system,
Right.
um, whatever X, Y, and Z. So it's like everyone has been depicting that since whatever 1984. I think I haven't read it,
Even
or maybe
before
I'm thinking
that,
of Brave New World. Brave New World with Aldous Huxley.
I haven't seen that.
It's a book and a movie, I guess.
I haven't read it. I read books. Not anymore. I used to
Um,
read a bunch of stuff, but not anymore.
I rarely read. I need to be reading more. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see how long that even takes and see if that's like in our lifetime. Could be. Depends on how quick things change within 20 years, 20, 30 years.
I'm thinking 2030 is a real thing, dude. Like if something's gonna happen, some massive event's gonna happen that's really gonna separate those that have and those that have not. They're already shooting for another lockdown, possibly an energy lockdown,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be the same. We're gonna see people that comply and people that don't, and it's gonna be factioned as those against that, those that do comply against those that don't. You know what I mean? It's gonna be another
Right.
division. It's gonna be another. I don't know. That's what I see happening, especially with it happening already in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, they were more extreme during COVID than we were, but still, I mean,
It's so stupid. Like I guess I heard in the 70s they were creating 70% of their own oil. And then flash forward to now, about 80% of their oil is imported that they are apparently low on and only have like 40 days left of, if that's even true.
right. Who is this? Who's they? Australia?
Australia.
Marcus did awesome at his parent-teacher conference today.
Nice.
He's doing really well, showing a lot of improvement, does his work.
That's good.
He's doing good. He's all proud of himself. He should be. Working hard, man. Improving.
That's good.
All right, man. I got to jump in the shower. I never did earlier.
Sounds good.
Well, cool. This
Gonna go to the
was fun.
store. Yeah, it was.
If this works, we might start using this. So you've already got it downloaded.
Yep.
See what happens. I looked into it a little bit, but he didn't say too much about it. He said it looked kind of cool, but we never messed with it. So we'll check it out, man.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, man. I will talk to you later.
All right.
Have fun at the store.
Thanks.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.